Hey guys, welcome back to XDA. Today we're going to talk about an application that I think is a must-have app for any Android user. It's one of the best podcast applications on the market. It's called Pocket Casts. Let's check it out. If this application is something you'd like to try, you can definitely download it directly from the Google Play Store and try it out within the trial period within the Google Play Store and see how it works for you. It isn't free, it's $3.99 in the Google Play Store, so be aware of that, but you do have a grace period to be able to try this application out. The main thing you want to do here, obviously, first thing is you notice that the theme here is black. I already changed the theme to actually show more of a darker theme. You're able to keep it on a light theme. You'll also notice here that it has the Chromecast ability, so it is compatible with Chromecast. You're able to cast your music directly to your TV or your Chromecast-enabled device. You're able to add different podcasts. This is the list of the podcasts that I currently have. I'm actually listening to one right now, and that's what you could look like the player actually looks like here. And the beauty of it, of course, is the actual player also has a functionality that works. And actually, I think I need to be playing something. You notice here, the actual player has a side for this is the note edge. It has a note edge functionality on the side, so you don't actually have to use the actual application all the time. You can skip tracks and play and stop and pause directly from the edge. You also have some functionalities here within the downloaded podcasts. You're able to increase the speed of the podcast, increase volume, and this actually gives a small light bump in volume. And you have the ability of applying this to all the podcasts. These type of settings are only functional when you download the podcast. If you're just streaming it, because it does give you the ability of streaming podcasts, well, actually, since we're here, also gives you the ability to basically have a nice widget that actually overlays directly on your home screen and your lock screen. So if we lock our device, you notice that it also has a full album art, and you're able to, within TouchWiz, be able to control the actual shuffling here, to be able to skip track. And then we'll go back here, we'll close. Functionally, it actually works pretty well from the sense of aesthetics. There's a tab on the left side that gives you access to all your different feeds. You have your unplayed, your audio, your video feeds, and your downloaded, depending on which ones you have. And of course, you can add different filters to your liking. You're able to set up sync between multiple devices. So let's say you have a tablet and a device like a Note Edge here. You're able to set up sync between the two accounts so that wherever you stop playing here, it will pick up on the other device. And that's through the sync functionality within this application. The very, very nice, very, very simple option. Again, this is the list of the actual podcasts that I have, but I wanted to show you guys the material design presence here. You notice how the transition animations go. You can go up and down. It lists the unplayed podcasts on the top, and the played ones are generally put at the bottom. It doesn't delete anything unless you tell it to, but you can actually put it directly in the bottom, and you can resort it to be the other way around, where all podcasts stay at the top based on the order they were downloaded. Last but not least, I want to take you guys real quick through the actual settings. Playback. We have obviously the ability here. One of the functionalities that I like about it is it has the skip 30 seconds and then skip back 10 seconds, and you can change that here. It'll play music over the notification. Hide notifications on pause. That's something you may want to do that. And it also sends the track information over Bluetooth depending on your player's compatibility. And it of course responds to external controls. So if you connect it to, let's say, a car stereo, a Bluetooth accessory in the car, it will respond to track forward and track back. Next here we have auto download. That's just a functionality if you want to download over Wi-Fi or not. By default it is. I disabled that. Notification, it just enables notification if you want to see that. I don't usually like, because I know what I want to get out of the application itself. Under appearance is where we're able to change themes. Like I said, there's a dark and then there's a light theme. You have to restart the application for it to kind of take effect. So we'll go back into settings. And then again with sync, this is where you would set up your account, and then you can go through and set up the information that you need to for it to sync between multiple devices. Storage, you're able to set it to be storing directly into the device. If your device supports SD card, you can go in there, or you can even create a custom folder. By default, it goes into the podcast folder, so if you don't, this is something you could do. And then of course, auto delete after played file, then just as manual cleanup. Storage, of course, we just talked about. Import export files into it directly help. Gives you kind of the ability of kind of looking at the information of how you use this application, but it also gives you a little quick stat page. Just as a caveat, this is not my main device. This is my work device, so I don't usually listen to music a lot on it. That's why my stats are a little bit lower there. But the last thing I wanted to kind of show you guys, I forgot to show you with the player, you're able to set the timer for it to go to sleep. So if you're listening to some type of either speech or something like that that you just want to listen to and you want to fall asleep to it, you're able to set that up and it will stop and turn itself. It does update the artwork directly from the actual podcast. If you swipe to the left, you have the information as far as the song, the tracks. You're able to like it, share it, and if you go one more to the right, if there's multiple podcasts that you had in the same list or for the playlist, you're able to basically see which ones are coming up next and where you are. Last week when I did the hands-on video for you guys, Pocket Cast was one of the music applications that I showed you guys. And I wanted to cover for you guys today because in every single setup that I've done on my devices, Pocket Cast will always be there, be it a tablet or a smartphone. It actually will go on because it's one of the applications that I find to work very well, gets updated very frequently, and the developers are open to suggestions for new features. Also, kind of want to say this is not a supported video. I am not being paid by Pocket Cast to actually do this video. I actually am sharing something with you that I truly enjoy using and that I use on a daily basis. I play music with this, I listen to it, I discover new music if I can, and as you guys see here, there's ways of discovering many other different genres of music, not just necessarily electronic music, which is what I like to listen to. So as usual, I'd like you guys to give me your thoughts on what you think about this application, or also what's your favorite podcast application. If you have other applications that you've used that are free or that are similar in features, maybe not as expensive or maybe even more expensive, I'd like to learn about those guys. Like and subscribe to this channel, like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time.